Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
4-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
7-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Cam Akers, the ball.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 5 now. Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Eddie Pinheiro on now. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll throw right away. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. It's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Rams.
Second and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, 49ers 0.
Now a second down and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. On the ground with a tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Gould is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run this with Akers. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 31, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
4th and goal.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This is Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I get running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10. Goff again. To the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Spin 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throw. Goff. He'll get this with the Cup complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Goff throwing again. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. Hey, come on.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Garoppolo again. And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incomplete.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. off on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first and 10, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to take off with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Goff. Big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Garoppolo. Open man is Bull. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to look to keep it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Oh, a cruncher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, is tied in. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. And in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And the Bucs swinging back in front in that offensive affair. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. That one into the hands of Kane. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now gone. Him in stride. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he Rams have won the game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for L.A., the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.